excuse some of the facts that I've made. I'm not talking down to you. I certainly don't intend to. I was talking to one of your fathers the other day, I won't say who, asked him what you were going to be when you finished college. At the rate he's going now, he said he'll be an old man. Just this morning I asked one of your teachers if she had any unusual students in her class. Yes, she responded, I have 3 who do their homework. It is a challenge to speak to young people in Mississippi, to young people today. Movies, televisions, cars, and greater personal freedom have made you the most sophisticated 15-year-olds in history. Ann Landers says if Booth Tarkington were to write his famous book 17 today, he'd have to call it 12. And I expect she's right. Yes, you're sophisticated and well-educated. On average, you're bigger and stronger than your parents. You have more money than they had. You have fewer rules and restrictions than they had. And I dare say a few are even smarter and perhaps better than we were. But to be perfectly fair and honest, you'll have to give your parents and grandparents credit for this, because what has gone on before in times past is your heritage. You're a unique class. You're different in more ways than one. And so I quoted Mama Cass, was a great favorite at that time, and at the end of the song she says, there's a new world coming, the one we have visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. And then back, quote, but believe me, it won't come in peace and joy and love unless you help make it that way, and unless my generation helps make it that way. When a new world comes, it will become because the young and old have worked together to make it so. You can never have separate worlds for the young, or for the old fogies of 45, and another for the 75, and now 85s, will you? When Johnny Cash sings and youth cries, what is truth? The truth is that the world of tomorrow is going to be made by the young and old working together. It's always been that way, and always will be that way. And you and I both better be doing our part to bridge the generation gap. We joke about it, talk about it, cry about it, but the generation gap between you and me is only as wide as you and I make it. But let me tell you why you here in this class can really make a greater contribution to this town than any class ever has before. Starting next fall, certainly over the next 2 or 3 years during which you'll be finishing high school, the city of Tupelo is going to have to effectively integrate our entire school system. I really don't know how, but certainly to a much greater degree than is the case today. This will not be an easy job for anybody, but I'm sure that the school board and school officials will do the fairest job that they can do. Yet I'm sure that many students, both black and white, will not like the new system as well as the old system that you have grown up in and have become accustomed to. But you and I know that's the law of the land, and it must be done. It's not a matter of choice for anybody. It's a question of necessity for everybody. And how well this school integration is carried out will determine how well this community gets along, socially, economically, and in every other way. This is something that only you can work out. You've done a fine job so far, but City Hall can't do it. Your teachers can't do it. Your parents can't do it. You must do it. Do you realize that many of the student leaders in the Tupelo school system for the next 3 years are sitting right here in front of me this morning? It's true. And you have a great opportunity and a tremendous responsibility. But you can do it. When I was in the 9th grade, my brother got a motto for his room at home that said, aim high and consider yourself worthy of great things. That's what you've got to do if you were to set goals in your life of which you can be proud. And so on. You're going to have to be open-minded, you're going to have to be tolerant, you're going to have to see things from 2 points of view if this thing is to work. And